let's move on back to the vManage. So vManage is power on. So admin. I'm resetting the password again as admin as well. So select the one who is having 100 GB of the space. Okay. So we have
created, right?
Sorry?
Created this 100 GB on that day, right?
Right.
Initial time.
So right. So what I will do is that I will simply select the number one, which is having the VDB 100 GB, and it will format the device disk so that database can be further stored. See how. Sorry. It is not the hard disk. It is a virtual hard disk which we use in this case.
Here actually the configuration will be stored, right?
Yeah, not the configuration. The database of and will be stored into it. So that means that the statistics and all those stuff which it is going to collect from the each individual VS will be stored into it. But it would never be a 100 GB use case of it. It just the process which does ask us to allocate this stuff. So we need to wait for a moment to get it power on. So what we will do in this one, we will take the access of this device by the management PC, which is our LAN. It is actually mapped to the VPN 512, and ETH1 will be a DHCP based. Okay, so I'll put this stuff. It says a message system ready. Now I can log in, admin. Yeah, you see the one interface ETH0 is mapped into the VPN0, VPN 512 is removed, is there. And if I'll do so interface description, I am seeing that the ETH0 is the one which got the IP address from the DHCP 1.1. What does it mean by that? It got the IP address from, let me take this. From your DHCP.
Configured or we need to.
I'm sorry, what you said?
Yes. Yeah, vManage and actually you map the 1.1.1.
Right. But so actually it is by default. So we need to we need to statically configure because it is by default configured as an DHCP. So we have to convert it to the static. Okay. So let's do that and configure a few additional thing apart from that. Okay. So config T.
Yes, you map, right?
Hello.
DNS you configured with the 1.1, right?
Yeah. So I need to hard code it with the 1.1.1. Okay. So interface ET VPN 0 interface ETH0/0. ETH0. It should be the exact interface. Like if it is the different, it will throw you error. Okay. So IP address 1.1.1/24.
So you need to write this command, or you have any notepad or something to share with me.
I can write on the notepad. You can refer that to as well. Okay. So give me 1 minute. I'll paste it after this one. Okay. So no such description internet. Okay. And I can say VPN 512. And in the VPN 512, which interface I need? ETH1, right? This one. This. So I'll simply go VPN 512 interface ETH1 IP DHCP client. I'll say description OOB MGMT. Okay. No such. And I can say commit. Additionally, I need to write the default route in the VPN 0. IP route 0.0.0.0/0 pointing towards to the 1.1.250, which is my default gateway. Okay. Commit. Now, if you see so interface description, you will see that the 1.1.1 is towards to my internet. 10.0.5.129/8 I got it from my OOB MGMT, which is on my from my DHCP pool towards to the LAN side which we have, right? So that's how I should be able to ping it 1.ping 8.8.8.8. And when I'm not giving anything, by default, it takes the VPN 0 as a source. So right now I'm able to ping to the 8.8. Now, before doing that, I can additionally do a few more configuration on this one. So let me go ahead to do that. So system, inside the system, I will define the host name and I'll say vManage. Okay. I'll say site ID 1000, system IP address 1098.21.1, which is based on my topology 1098.20.21.1, right? So I'll go ahead and say that. Organization of my topology is network space lab bracket. It is a case sensitive, so it should be exactly the same. Okay. What else is the vBond? I need to tell that what is your vBond. So I will say vBond dot lab dot local. Now, to resolve the vBond.lab.local, I can first commit it here, which means that I have completed the system configuration. I can exit, can go in the VPN 0, and I can say DNS 1.primary, sorry, 1.1.253 primary DNS, which is my internal DNS. But what if I want to resolve something beyond my internal information? I can use the secondary DNS, which is a 8.8.8. Commit. Now, if you do the ping v1.lab.local, you should be able to resolve it. I mean, you are not able to ping it because it is not configured yet, but the DNS is pointing towards to this one, right? Or you can even say vBond only. You got the resolution, right? So that's what we can also ping google.com. Google.com is reachable. How it is reachable is following this path, right?
Okay.
Any questions so far on this?
Yeah. So this vManager, when you configure, sorry, this E0, ETH0 and ETH1, this is predefined that the ETH0 should be connected to internet, ETH1 should be connected to MGMT.
It's not 100% predefined. You can reverse those. But by default, ETH0 is default mapped to the VPN 0. ETH1 is mapped to the VPN 512. You can do in the reverse as well for this case. vManage.
But default is like that, right?
Yeah, default is like that.
Oh, okay.
And simply what I did is that I splitted this device in the two part. This one is for management, right? And this one is for internet access or to provide the control connection, right? So it is able to reach to the google.com, it is able to reach to the DNS server and getting a resolution and so on. Any questions so far on this?
Okay. No, it's clear.
Now let's quickly check that if we can access the vManage. And to access the vManage, what should I do is that I should pick up the IP address of this and should be able to access it. Okay. So let's do that. So interface description. Let's go with the connection safe because I don't have the certificate installed yet for that. So I'll simply say go ahead and welcome to the vManage. So simply you will submit your admin as a username, password as an admin, and you will get into it. And if you have changed the username and password during the first setup, you have to use that username password on this. Okay. And welcome, and you got your vManage access.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that your vManage first is here, VBond 0, vEdge 0, vSmart 0, nothing is here apart from the vManage GUI, right? So further we will move on the other stuff. We will keep adding and growing in that direction. Okay. Now what I want is the so far we are able to access the vManage. We are up to you. Okay. And after getting out of it, you can simply use Control Z, or you can do commit and quit, whatever it is. Okay. So simply I'll copy this. This stuff is not needed. You can remove it. So let's complete the CLI configuration for vBond and vSmart, okay? Before we get into it. So let me go ahead on this. Let me power on the vBond, vSmart. Click on the vBond, click on vSmart. vManage as well. Okay, so simply I have vManage, vBond, vSmart. Okay, let me try to log in on this. See if this. So I can log in it. So if you go back on the topology, it says ETH0 should be the DHCP and G0/0 should be a static with the 1.1.2 and should be a part of VPN 0, and this should be a system ID. Okay, and the system IP and the site ID would be the same as in 1000 for all of them. So if you see, the host name is indicating a vEdge. So what does it mean by that? The software image which we use on a vBond and the vEdge is like exactly same. We just have to have the one addition command which will convert this device to act as a vBond. Okay, so I'll go ahead, system host name vBond site ID 1000 system IP 1098.21.2 organization name network lab. What else is left is the vBond information. So I'll say vBond vbond.lab.local. So this come until here we add the command on each device. But in addition, what I will let me see if I have additional space. No. Okay. So what I'll see that okay, you are the vBond local. So it says local device is the vBond. So this command will convert this to the vBond. In addition, I can say you are the vBond only. So I'll say vBond only. That will confirm that this device is a now vBond. Okay. Now what I can do is I have done the system IP, organization, host name, site ID. I can commit it here. I can get into the VPN 0, can say DNS 1.1.253 primary, DNS 8.8.8 secondary, right? Also, I can say interface GE0/0, which is my outgoing interface, IP address 1.1.2/24, right? I can say right now no tunnel interface. I'll say description internet, and I can say no shirt, IP, I can exit and can say IP route 0.0.0.0 255.25 sorry /0 and the 255.255.255 sorry, it's wrong. I should say 1.1.250, which is my net router IP address. This guy, it should be a 250. So I'll say 250. And I'll go in the VPN 512 interface ETH0 description OOB MGMT IP DHCP client, no cert, commit. And if I'll do show interface description, you can see that I have 1.1.2, and if I'll try to ping vBond, so it says it is resolving to the local, but if I'll to ping vManage, I can ping the vManage, which is because my DNS is resolving. I can also ping google.com to verify my outside reachability, right? So far, so I am able to done with the CLI configuration, right? I'll go ahead to do the vSmart configuration as well, and then we will move on the certificate part of it. Okay, so admin, admin, admin. So I just set up the new password as well, the admin. Okay, so I can go ahead to say config t system IP address, system IP 1098.21.3. So if you go back on the topology, 1098.21.3 and 1.1.3 is a ETH0, which is going towards to my internet transport, and the ETH1 is the out of band. Okay, so organization name vSmart, sorry, organization name Network Lab, site ID 1000, same, host name vSmart, and then I can say vBond vBond dot lab dot local. Okay, commit. I'll get into the exit. I'll say VPN 0 and DNS 1.1.253 primary. So 8.8.8 secondary. Interface ETH0, IP address 1.1.3/24. No tunnel interface. It's not there, so I don't need to do anything. Next, what I'll say, description, internet, exit, no shut first, exit, IP route 0.0.0/0 1.1.250 VPN 512 interface ETH1 IP address IPDHCP client description OOB MGMT no cert commit. I can do commit and quit as well, which will directly end up in the my privilege mode. Okay, so I can do again show interface description, and I do have the stuff. ETH1 is still waiting for IP address, and it got it right. So I can say ping vBond, getting it. ping vManage ping google.com. So I can ping everything, whatever I want to do it. Okay. So reachability point of view, I'm good. Now, if you are able to ping, that doesn't mean that the vMan is got all that those devices in there.